Generic greetings. With a name like Cooking Simulator, you can fairly safely assume that this game is not about building a space shuttle, it is running a kitchen. So you will be getting orders and you'll have to prepare ingredients and chop them up and then use all of the kitchen equipment like the fryer and the grill and everything else that's really in here, apart from a dishwasher, which is really annoying. Anyway, it's something that I've played for about an hour and 20 minutes, so first impressions only, and I've completed the cooking school as well as the first 3 or 4 days of the campaign. So I'll show you just a little bit of this thing. Let's go to load game and we'll load this thing up here. Oh, day 4, yes, I was about right there. So we will say load and we'll see what happens, and hopefully we won't jab a knife right into the palm of our hand. So we can see that we start off as a preparation phase, so you have 4 minutes. Actually, that can be improved by various skills and such. You have time to prepare things, so you can like go around and wash up or clean up or buy ingredients or do any of that sort of thing. I don't really know what we're going to encounter, and because at the moment, if we go over to our laptop here, we can go over to Recipe Manager. We can see that we've got these recipes here, so we know for a fact that we can only get these 5 things here ordered. We could say perhaps maybe make some tomato soup. Making some tomato soup would probably help out because we might get several orders throughout the day. But if you don't, then maybe it's a bit of a waste. I'm not gonna bother prepping that for the time being. Anyway, we've also got skills and perks that you get as you level up and increasing your restaurant ratings. The restaurant will have to be rated and things like that. It's got a very big. After playing it for a bit, I really did get the whole cook serve delicious vibe from it. It's got a similar sort of thing. It's certainly not a relaxing game, I don't think. It's going to be quite hectic, but I guess it is, after all, working as a chef, which can be quite stressful. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to skip the preparation phase and we're going to crack on. So let's do that, and any second now an order will come in, and then we have to pretty much remember how on earth we make these things. Oh, there we go, there's our first order. So our first order is pork chops with baked potatoes. So we click on that and we can see it will need to be delivered within 13 minutes and 6 seconds. So let's crack on with that. So it says, take pork chops, 200 grams, seasoned with salt, black pepper, and thyme. So we're going to go over to the fridge and we will crouch down because for whatever reason it's put there. Every time you pick something up, it has an associated cost. So this was, I believe, 6. We're going to put it on the chopping board there. Not that we're going to chop it, you understand, but we're going to season it. So salt and pepper, which is 4 grams each. So we'll pick up the black pepper. Click on that and we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we go, that's now seasoned. We're going to do the same thing for salt, there we go, and we'll season that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it was thyme, I believe it did say thyme, yeah, thyme dried. So we do have dill and thyme dried, 6 grams it was. So 1, 2, 3, whoa, lag, okay, 4, 5, 6, there we go. And it shows on the left just how much we put on there. So that's fine. We also need to add it to a pan, and then sunflower oil, and then pork chops. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take my pan there. I will pre-oil it first. It says we need 300 milliliters of oil, so we will pour some of that in. So there we go. That's about, oh, I was going to say that's about right. It is exactly right. So we will then put our steak in there, and done. So chop in the pan and basically fry for 90 seconds each side. So let's crack on with that. We will turn that on and we can see now it is slowly cooking. Right, our next part of it for the baked potatoes is to cut 300 grams of potatoes into chunks, 50 grams each. So we need to take the chopping board and we'll go over here and then we'll order some potatoes. And it's 150 each, so we need 300 grams, so that is 2 of them. You can go and pick them up just on your own, like individually, should I say. The problem with that is you can only carry 1 of them. How is that cooking? That is cooking fairly okay. It's a 90 minutes 90 seconds aside. 90 minutes aside, that would be a lump of charcoal being served. Anyway, so we need to cut these potatoes into 50 gram chunks, and to be fair, these are 150 each, so that is 3. So we're going to I think rotate that round to there. I hold shift and that'll make it so it doesn't fall apart, because if I take shift off, you can see it moves it there. If I don't have that skill, you can see when we chop it, it does do that, but it's okay. We're going to put that there, and just say to season with salt, 6 grams. So salt, and then we'll say on there, and it'll just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it says about, oh no, 1 more. There we go, and it's now 6 grams. There we are. So We need to fry that. Sorry, we don't need to fry it. It is bake for 80 seconds. Okay, how are we doing here? That is getting there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the baking tray from the oven, and we're going to use our mouse wheel to select multiple bits of these potatoes, shove them on there, and did that drop one? I don't think it... Sometimes they do go all over the place. We're going to place that in the oven, and then we will turn that on, and we'll probably go over here and we'll need to turn that round. Yeah, it's actually just starting to overcook there. So we'll get our spatula, and we will turn it over, and there we go. That's now cooking. So we've got it's about halfway, so our timing should be about right. So we've got six bits of potato plus that. We just need to transfer them onto the plate, and then that's it. So we need a plate. We do need to buy a plate. The thing is, even though it's a bit weird that you buy the plates, I don't know why I'm getting a little like micro stutters all over the place. I'm going to say plate large basic. I think that should be fine. Even though you buy the plate, you don't really you sort of get it back basically. If I drop it and it smashes, then I've lost it. But if you serve it and it comes back, then you sort of get that money back. Anyway. How are we doing for these? We can go over here. I can see that the potatoes are about 2/3 cooked there. That is a skill actually, to be able to see the cooking progress in the oven. You get more skills and it gives you more options to see stuff. And ooh, okay, that's cooking not too bad. In terms of some of the equipment, we can see obviously we've got this refrigerator here. We've got this griddle here. Actually, no, that's not a griddle. Sorry, that's a hot plate, I think. Oven. You've also got all the griddles over there, and you've got a deep fryer as well. This as well, so you can actually wash up, and you probably will need to do that multiple times, which is really annoying. Anyway, so those are now pretty much done. I'm going to turn the oven off, open that up. I'm going to get our plate. How is that? Pork chops almost there. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to get all of those potatoes and put them on the plate. And oh, you can see that sort of flings it away. It's a little bit annoying that way. But anyway, they look nice and golden brown, and that is cooked, so we'll turn that off. And there we are. You can't just pick it up with your bare hands unless you have a skill, like an asbestos hand or something, and then we can put that there. We can take a photo of the dish if we want to. No, good grief. Maybe not. We will serve that there, and that goes out. Let's see what we got. By the way, today's beverage is a nice cup of tea. So taste is 4.5 stars. The realization time is maxed out, and overall score 4.5. So that increases our fame and the amount of money that we get as well. Excellent. So I wonder if we're going to get another order. We will get another order. Oh, and I wonder if I don't know if that sprinkler works. Things can break down and things will get damaged, and I assume fires can be started, but I don't know. So, grilled tuna steak. I've never made one of these. Oh, we've also got another order as well for salmon steak and boiled potatoes. Well, I'm going to do one at a time for the time being. So, tuna 200 grams, seasoned with salt and pepper. So, we're going to go over here and we're going to get this tuna steak. Is it this side? There is a tuna steak there. It is 200 grams, so we'll just take one of those. Close those down. We're going to put that in there. And it is seasoned with salt and black pepper, 5 grams each. So, we'll sort of season that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that down. And then once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then what do we need to do? Grill for 80 seconds each side, lemon slices, and that should be fine. So we're going to pick that up, and it does say grill, so I think is that what it is? Yeah, seems to be working. Okay, so we need to lemon slices, cut a lemon, or lemon 80 grams into slices 20 grams. Lemon is 80 grams, yes, so that's fine. So we'll probably go with a basic plate there. We'll put a plate on the ground because it stuttered for a second. That was not good. So I've got a broken plate now. I'm going to have to sweep that up. We'll place that there. We'll take a lemon and we will chop it up into, what's it say, 20 grams. So that'll be 4 slices. So we're just going to move that around. Probably there should be fine. And hold shift. 1, 2, 3, and then there we go. There's nice 3 slices. We're going to put that back in the block. How are we doing over here? That is getting there. That's fine. So this plate, I will put the lemon on the plate, like so. And what else do we need? Garnish with oregano. And do we have some of that? Yes, 4 grams. And how much does it require? 8 grams. So 2 sprigs of those. So 1, 2, and then we're just waiting now for the salmon. So we'll place that there. And is that really it? I think so. How we're doing over for the tuna, not the salmon. There we go. So we will do that. There you go, and you can see it actually just changed the colour of it. So there's quite some detail there. So there is another recipe that we can crack on with. So it's salmon steak, which is we need salt and black pepper it. So we'll do just that. We might as well crack on with that. So we'll take this salmon fillet, and it's salt and black pepper. It's 5 grams a piece. There we are. And then the pepper. I mean, there's no reason why we can't crack on doing 2 things at the same time. I guess obviously in well, we'll have to be multiple things going on, although there'll probably be more than one person for a kitchen this size. Also, it's a bit annoying that you can't place them, like, they quickly switch between them on these on the TVs. Maybe if there is a way, I haven't found out what it is yet. Anyway, so this is all. We have to do boiled potatoes as well. How are we doing for that? That is almost there. We need to do that. Add to a pan sunflower oil. That's already got some. It just says sauce 300ml, and I don't know what sauce it is. I'm guessing it's well, we did fry stuff in there, so I'm guessing it's all right. I mean, reusing it, the oil, probably not a good thing. It just says sauce, but we'll see what we can do. So that does say 60 seconds aside, so I'm not going to do that just yet because I want to get the boiled potatoes, but I'm just going to get this order out first because it is pretty much sorted. So we'll pick that up, we will turn that off, put the tuna steak on there. I don't think it's overcooked, and let's just see if it's al dente, and we'll say that is now grilled tuna steak. It is now out, and have we got it right? Oh, taste is terrible. Oh, so I've got that wrong somewhere. Is it because I should have grilled it on this? That's probably, to be fair, that is a grill, or griddle. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. Anyway, so there's that now done, so we'll crack on with this one. So, boiled potatoes, water, a litre with some salt. Okay, so we'll take a pan, we'll go over to this, turn on the water. Everything's like physically simulated, so we're just going to fill this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting up. There we go, a little bit over, but not too much of a problem there. Turn that off. And we need to salt it. We might as well just put it there. Why not? We can take the salt over to that. I believe it was 20 grams of salt. There we go, no problem. And, I mean, this is just the ideal recipe. If you get it slightly wrong, then you're still going to get some rating. It's not just going to be, it's 1 gram of salt over, failed. It's not the binary combination of that. It does require 2 potatoes, I believe, so we will get some of those. That's a lemon, that's definitely not what we want. So 1 potato, 2 potato, and I think we can turn that on. So put that on. It requires 120 seconds. So actually we want to put them on at the same time, really, because that's... The salmon fillet does take 60 seconds aside, so let's just see how that works out. We need to get a plate, so we will get a standard basic plate, should be perfectly acceptable, and we should probably also clean that up there. So we're going to take our little mop, and you can brush those. Oh, actually no, we can't use that. We're going to have to use, what are we going to have to use to clear them shards up? Yeah, good question. What do I use to clear the shard up? I've never broken a plate in the game before. I'm looking for like a vacuum of some kind, but I'm not seeing one. I wonder if I just pick them up. Yes, you can just pick them up and put them in the bin. There we go. Okay. But I'm guessing I can't pick up multiple ones because that would be far too easy. We could get a plate and put the bits of plate on a plate, and then perhaps if we served that, we would definitely be shut down. Oh, hang on, what's that? A new order coming through. It's for the thing that I messed up before, so we'll see how that one goes. You can see things are a little bit floaty at times. Not a massive problem, but just how it is. So we're going to pick that up, and we will make sure we turn that round. Depth perception sometimes is a bit iffy, because it's you're not entirely sure where it is, but you can normally guesstimate it quite well. Okay, so we do have both of these screens off. Actually, you already... Yeah, I don't think I can change that. Oh, yeah, you can. You right-click. So you right-click. That's it. So that's got 4 minutes till we need to get that out, but that's pretty much sorted. So we need the grilled tuna steak once again. So let's go and see if we can prep this one correct this time. It's over here. Pick that up and just slam the doors closed. And it is seasoning for salt and black pepper. How are we doing over here? That's getting there. Those are getting there. That's fine. What I'll do is... probably plate those up now. 1, 2 potatoes, nice boiled potatoes there, and that fillet is almost there, but I'll let it sit while we salt and black pepper this thing. So black pepper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 actually. Oh well. It's going to be completely ruined now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we should turn those off. Whoa, hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Turn that off and turn that off. And then that. And then pick that up. And I think that should be about right. Sadly, I think there's the mouse smoothing in it, and it can be a little bit dodgy at times. Anyway, let's get that out and see if it's any better. Much better. There you go. Taste wasn't great, but well, I say great. It was 4 and a bit stars, so it's not too bad. Right, so that's now done. Grill for 80 seconds each side. Okay, so let's see if we can do that then. So we're going to put it on here and on. Let's see if that is the right piece of equipment. We need to do the lemon slices, so we'll do that. So we'll pick up this plate. We'll have a, well, I'll just put that down there for now. Lemon from there, and it's cut it into 4 pieces. However, you can see the board is tainted with salt and pepper now. So you have to be aware of that. So 1, 2, and 3, and it falls apart, no problem. And that's cracking on. Right, so while that's cooking, we could take a look at the tomato soup. So let's get another pot. This big pot of water here I will put at the back because we might have to boil some more potatoes. For this we require, what is it? Chicken broth, 700 mils. So I'll actually leave that where it is. I'll go and get this. We do have 1 litre of it in this carton, and then we will pour it. So it's says 700, so 5, 6, and a little bit too much there, but that's okay. Don't think we'll be too worried about that. We'll just check this tuna steak. How are we getting on with it? It is alright, but I will put that down there and come back. So we've put in, for that, we've put in this, 12, we need 12 grams of salt, so we'll get that. If you want, you can buy more seasonings and stuff and like sort of dot them around the kitchen. There's no reason why you can't do that. It just costs some money and I haven't really bothered. How are we doing here? That is ready to turn over, so we will do just that and flip. Nice, nice. Okay, and we want, to be honest with you, that we can probably get rid of because we know what we're doing with that one. So we need black pepper, the same amount, 12 grams of that. So we'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. And we need, what else? Cayenne pepper, 6 grams. Okay, a little bit of heat in there. There we are. And what else do we need? 960 grams of tomatoes and 120 grams of onions. Now, it would be nice if it told me just how many that is. Well, that's 1 onion because 120 grams. And I guess we're going to have to do some maths here. Tomatoes, 120, so 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tomatoes. Right, so we can get that on the go. There we are. And that should be it. Boil for 60 seconds and then I believe we plated up. Speaking of plated up, let's get the rest of this meal out. So put the lemon slices on there. That's tomato soup, that's tomato soup. Tuna steaks, yeah, that's pretty much sorted. How are we doing here? It's almost there. And that symbol should say, yeah, it's now pretty much done. And hopefully that'll be a lot better. But we'll see, we never know. And done. Yeah, there we go, much better. So, I think it was to do with me cooking on the wrong thing. Right, so that's now out the door. We also have the tomato soup on the go. Boil for 60 seconds, then blend, and then add sour cream. So that is cooking away, as you can see. Once that's done, we will take our blender and we'll get that reduced right down, and then pour in our sour cream, which is 150 milliliters. How many have we got in there? 182. So I'm probably just going to use the carton, and then we need to use a bowl. Do we have a bowl, or does it say bowl? Into a deep plate, actually, it says. So there is a deep plate, basic. Okay. So we will put that there, ready for us to spill soup absolutely all over the place. So we need to blend this now because I think that is pretty much sorted. Oh yeah, it's actually overcooking. Right, that's not good. So there we go, and we'll stop that. We'll also turn that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. So don't just go there, please. Right, I should really wash this after the fact, but I don't think that's going to happen now. Right, so We will add the sour cream that it wants. Doesn't say blend afterwards, I don't think. It does not. It does not. Okay, so I'm just going to use the rest of this because, well, why not? And that should be okay. And then we need to then somehow get that into that dish. And for whatever reason it pours from the side. You can rotate it around, but we need... okay, they've got a little bit more than they ordered. Normally the portion is 300 grams. They've got 400, so 25% extra free day. And let's get that sent out. And we'll see if this one's been messed up or not. No, not too bad at all. In fact, look at that. It's actually really, really nice by all accounts. Excellent. Still not as good as Heinz. Other soups are available. Are we getting close to the end of the workday? What time is it? No, we probably still have another recipe. There we go. So we now have to get some trout and season it. So let's do that. So we want to get a trout, close that off, and then how many grams? It is black pepper, thyme, and dill, 5 grams. So black pepper. No, it doesn't say that. It says wasn't enough on there. There we go. Black pepper, dill, and thyme. Horseradish, no. Thyme. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. Right, so what do we need to do with that? Place on a baking tray, bake for 90 seconds, season with horseradish, and then serve. Right, so baking tray, we will take the baking tray to the fish, put that in, and then we'll get that baking. I like the way you can put it on whatever level you want, so if you can have multiple things in the oven at any one time. He says he's struggling to actually get that in the oven. There we go, and on. So, we want to get lemon quarters, cut a lemon into quarters, right, that is fine. 1 lemon. On the very contaminated chopping board now. I mean, it could be we could have like salmonella simulator at some point if we start using like raw chicken or whatever, and then not cleaning it up. But anyway, there's that now done, and we'll just plate it up. I think, yeah. So standard plate. There we are. We want to get all of that onto there, and it is just seasoned with some horseradish once the fish is back, and then we need to garnish with parsley leaves. Fresh parsley is there. 1, 2, 3 sprigs of that, and there we go. Why is the oh, that's because that's turned over. There we go. How are we doing over here? Trout is about 3/4 of the way. That's fine. So, is there anything else we really need to do? It's just plate it up and then horseradish, I think. I mean, obviously, as you progress on, you get more advanced meals. You get multiple things you have to prep and do, and all of that sort of thing. And you'll be using different devices. You can hire like repair companies to repair things. You can get breakdowns, but I've not yet experienced them. So yeah, the game does have some advancement to it, and a sort of I wouldn't say a tycoon-y element, but certainly with you, like there's, you've got level ups and stuff like that. So it does have a little bit of that, I guess. That's about right now, so we'll take that out. And ooh, okay, because the plate was there, it was a problem. So we'll close it up, and then we need to just put a bit of horseradish. I believe it was his horseradish dried. Never had dried horseradish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lemon's got some horseradish on it as well now. So there we go. Right, so we'll get that out the door, and big trout. There it is. And wow, like almost perfect as far as I can tell. Flavor's perfect, technique perfect, temperature perfect. Well, can't fault that. Right, so we've got our cleaning phase now. So we've finished the day. So basically, it is time to clean up, and this is where it gets fairly monotonous. We don't have, sadly, we don't have a. Can I just enter context and just pour that down the sink? There we go. No, pour down sink. Okay. There we go. Pour that out, and that's needs to wash it out as well. Yeah, we don't have. Can I not? There we go. And that should be sorted. Right, pour that out. Right, cleanish, clean enough. Yeah, you don't have dishwasher and stuff, which is a bit annoying. You would think you would, and cleaning is just a bit monotonous in this. And also, it seems to be a bit it's a bit of a faff on to get it all sorted. In terms of the soup, I don't know if you can keep it from the next day. I don't know if that will work. Obviously, that is far from ideal, and something you really wouldn't want to do necessarily. I mean, if it's stored in the fridge, perhaps. I mean, it's soup. You don't make it fresh every day. Is that pan? Well, it's seen the inside of a a basin, so it should be clean enough. That went on the floor, so maybe we should wash that. But I'm also very, very aware that that is an electric item. But I mean, it's kitchen grade. I guess that should be fine. We'll put it over there. And now we need to clean this up using the sponge. So we're going to have to clean all of this. There we go. We will go back to this side here. Come on, E, clean. Clean. No, it's not cleaning at all. No, I just put it down. Clean. Clean, there we go. And we have to sort of clean the sinks now. That'll be about right. Oh, good. No, it depends from that angle. If the health inspector just does a visual inspection and walks around, yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. That baking tray says there's nothing dodgy with it, but this one you can see, look, that cutting board is contaminated. So I will dump it there. Rinse a bit of water on it, and that should be it now. Clean as a whistle. And we'll dump that to... right, okay, so apparently I didn't dry it off, and right, that's a problem. Okay, so I'm going to get the mop out then. This is where we have to use this weird floor mop, and now we've got full Viscaria cleanup details simulation thing going on now. There we are. I mean, there's some detail in the dirt, which I don't think I'd ever say in any video. And put that back like so. Right, and there's also bits there we need to clean up. And okay, I'll move the chopping board. Chopping board can go to... Oh my good grief! What is it? Just how much water's on this thing? I'm not convinced it's not bugged. Right, we have... that's a problem. It is very, very wet, this chopping board. I probably should have... Right, okay, I don't know what the solution to this is. Right, we're gonna have to bake it. We're gonna have to bake it to get the heat to dry it off. Yeah, this can only go well. As you can see, the kitchen is very, very wet now. We need one of those signs that you put down that says, you know, watch out, it's wet, slippery floor, wet surface, etc. Because otherwise, where there's blame, there's a claim. You can get these things here. These are like little timers that you can set up, so you can say, right, set it for, like, say, I don't know, like 50, and it'll tick, 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 tick away, and make a, well, once it gets to the end, you know that, well, say if you've got, like, stuff cooking on here, like two or three different things, you want to know quickly what time it is. How long they've been in there, then you've got the timers there. That might hopefully be dry now, and I can confirm is not, so that is a bit of an issue. Anyway, we will skip the cleaning phase, because I don't think we really need to bother with too much of that. We've now got up to the next level of fame, so now we're going to get an inspector come. It's going to be by the food critic, not an inspector, sorry, and the critic will determine whether we go up to the next star rating. So that is one day in Cooking Simulator. We have leveled up. We will now choose our skills. We've got things like income boost and extra rewards for daily quests and cheaper kitchen decorations. Loads of stuff here. You can reset these, but it does cost money. I'm probably going to go for... See, I went for the extend dish timers to try and make it a little bit less stressful. Probably... Products need 2, 3, 4 more times to burn. Probably that one and that one, a mix between the two. And, extending cleaning phase, I'm sure that's it, because we're going to need that. And then we can say recipes, and you can see when we mouse over them, it shows you how much each recipe costs. So fried shrimp there, 36C, and it shows you how difficult it is to cook. So gazpacho soup, fast pumpkin soup. We're going to unlock probably the fried shrimp, because why not? And there's not Gordon Ramsay at the top there. Right, so we don't get a perk, but you do get them. We need some new ingredients. Yes, they're in the store. Yeah, we can go over here. You can buy loads of different ingredients. So there's all your products. There's your spices, liquids, and also utensils as well. So you get loads of stuff as you unlock different things. You'll have to buy new utensils and different pieces of equipment and things like that. And I really need a cleaner. You can use the phone to basically send people to repair things. So for this oven, we can say repair, and it shows you the cost and how long it takes on the right there. I'm going to just do that and send them. It's only going to take a couple of seconds to fix that. You're best off doing some more preventative maintenance and fixing it early rather than just let it go to a full breakdown, or when it's all sparking and on fire, and that's generally not the way forward. Anyway, because of the massive mess and how long it will take up, I think we will leave it there. That's a quick look at Cooking Simulator. I thought it was going to be a bit more of a laugh than it is. It is quite stressful, I must confess. If that's what you're looking for, then fair enough. Like I say, give me it had very much the vibe of Cook Serve Delicious, but without the humour. I do like how chopping stuff is all physically simulated, and how detailed all of the cooking is. I quite like that. Not too sure about the chopping board that put water all over the place, but I'm guessing, and bug, and cleaning. Yes, a dishwasher would be nice. Hopefully more things will be added in the future. There's loads of recipes, there's loads of utensils, stuff like that, but hopefully more stuff in terms of equipment and services, that sort of thing. Would be nice if it was in VR as well, because it is a very good looking game, but not in. It currently doesn't support VR, but maybe in the future. Also, I imagine prepping with other people would be infinitely more fun, but I don't know if anything like that is planned. Either way, links in the description so you can check the game out yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.